It's the NBA. Welcome to our Sunday night broadcast here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, former NBA players Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, with David Aldridge joining us courtside. DA, take it away.
Thanks very much. Now, improving NBA officiating has gone high-tech. Today, the NBA uses the proprietary game review system, which is broken down from double-digit camera angles. Analysts spend a day or two dissecting each game. And Kevin, that data is used for evaluating, training, and communication with the teams.
Isn't that something? I mean, every day there's something new. Fascinating stuff, DA. Thank you. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, we've got Parker. McMillan is out there with Rollins. And it's Lou in at the 4. And for Memphis, they've got Macy. And it's Dean in at the small forward position. Still very early in the season here, but teams, Greg, beginning to hit their stride and get into a rhythm.
And the same can be said for the younger talents. Rookies are shaking off those debut jitters and starting to show us what they can really do.
And it's going to be the Jazz off the tip. Going inside. And it's sent back by Howard. It's Meeks outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Meeks got the first basket of the game for Memphis.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Here's McMillan. And there's the pass to Parker. Here's McMillan. Here's Rollins. 5 to shoot. From the line. And it's McMillan missing. We're about 1 minute into the first. Back to Meeks. Doesn't go for him. And it's Utah the other way. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Grizzlies.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
Whoever wins here immediately gets the edge in the season series, so I expect to see both teams with intensity.
Here's McMillan. With the shot. Here's Parker. Can't hit that one. Good D by Howard.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first man.
Macy, a screen on McMillan. Here's Meeks. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Here's McMillan. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Dean, covered by Rollins. Basket, good.
Second chance points always hurt. Just not enough effort to block out.
Yeah, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say they need to emphasize rebounding going forward.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. With the break in the action, here is the 2K leaderboard to show us the league's best shooting teams last season.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Tipped away. Shoots. Again, Memphis.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage. And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
The 11-footer tries again. Macy, that's good. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies. And you love seeing that great mobile one drive a second time.
And continuing to press their advantage, they're not taking their foot off the gas.
It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
And so it's Memphis with it, following the bucket by the Jazz.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Screen by Parker. Kicks to Meeks. Lays it up off the glass. Meeks got 8 points.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Here's Nichols. And it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And Utah has possession. They trail by 14. There's the pass to McMillan. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep.
Yeah, but you have to like the mentality to get inside, even though they're struggling to finish.
Macy a screen on McMillan. Peeks outside. Utah with the rebound. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Nuggets.
You got to give them an A for effort. Just fell a little bit short in that one.
And maybe if they were at home, their fans could have given them the boost they needed to get over the top.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
McMillan can't make it work.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Howard, and he makes good on the layup.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Here's Rollins. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Denver. McMillan passes to Parker, and the dunk by Parker.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up. Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
Basket counts. Parker's got his second bucket of the night.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Pass to Dean. He kicks it to Meeks. Macy a screen on McMillan. Meeks outside. Rollins grabs the board. Jazz trail by 14. Pass to Nichols. Here's McMillan. He's guarded by Meeks. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
And the lead is down inside single digits.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Pass to Howard. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Parker with the steal. Drives to the hoop. Here's Rollins. And again, it's Utah.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. Memphis leading by 7. Howard with a screen on McMillan. Second shot opportunity. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
The pass to Tavares. Fires for three, and the Jazz another three.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a three each time.
Scott finds Howard. Here's McLeod to the wing on the left. And here's Douglas. Rebound by Tavares. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. Memphis is gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. The jump hook, he gets that one.
And off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Here's McMillan. Off target from three-point range.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
Memphis shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And last season, when they got themselves to the line, they usually came through as a team up around 81%.
That one is off. O'Neal's checked in for the Grizzlies. And he's good on the second. Jazz trail by 9. Passes it to Tavares. Kicks it to Roberts. Lets it go from deep. That shot misses. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. O'Neal is screen on McMillan. Cloud pass to O'Neal. It's deflected. He lobs it up. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Now Douglas. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And the shot goes in. And the Grizzlies lead by 11.
Yeah, second chance points, a huge issue right now. They're getting steamrolled inside.
Here's Tavares. The Jazz again can't hit it.
See, that miss right there. It's why teams try to avoid the mid-range jumper these days.
Kept alive. It drops for his third basket. He's missed only one shot.
Already, they piled up 8 second chance points.
Utah calls timeout. Here's McMillan.
2 minutes remaining in the fight. 2 minutes.
There's the screen to halt the run. Grizzlies with the rebound.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game.
With the second effort, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Grizzlies have gone 2 for 3 at the foul line in this game. And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter. Pass to Tavares. Now Cummings. That 3 off the mark.
A team's rebounding is a great measure of its energy, and theirs has been terrific here in the first quarter.
The Grizzlies with another miss. Jazz trail by 15. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Pass to Tavares. Picked by Cummings. Tavares passes to Cummings, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. The Jazz shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And a season ago, they hit about 75% of their free throws.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. And the Grizzlies leading by 14. Here's McLeod. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
So it's Utah now. Utah shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Shooting for Utah. At the line for 2.
That's good from McMillan. Both free throws good from McMillan. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Douglas kicks to Scott. And he converts the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 17.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's McMillan. 5 points in the game. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And last season, he made good on about 3 out of every 4 free throw attempts. And last time I checked, I think that's 75%.
And that one misses. And the second free throw, good. Gets it off. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. The first quarter concludes in a double-digit lead on the scoreboard. It's the Grizzlies as they end the first quarter with a massive 16-7 run. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Sometimes you just need a change of pace. The bench delivered that.
For the Jazz, we've got Rollins. And it's Robertson at the 5, roaming the paint.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Cloud pass to Dean. They set the pick. Howard trying to free himself up. They grab their own miss. And it's slammed in by Howard.
When he's on the floor, offensive rebounding is always going to be a strength for him.
Greg, he keeps so many possessions alive, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
And it's sent back by Howard.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McLeod's got 6. Jazz trail by 21. Here's Nichols. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drained a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
They get the rebound. Ball stolen. Now the pass to Tavares. Off target with his 3. Last outing for Memphis. They won that game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Shoots a fader. Yes, that goes in. 11 points in the game.
And nice job taking what the defenders gave him. These guys need a gut check right now.
Yeah, you'd love to see a little bit more fire on defense. Shoot, any fire on defense. They can't just be giving the game away.
The Jazz making a switch here. Parker's checked in.
Substitution on the court.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And the Grizzlies leading by 20. Passes it to Dean. He kicks to Meeks. Memphis moving it around. Shoots from 14. That's good from Howard on the assist by Meeks. And it's 8 points for Howard.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And the Jazz call time here.
And here's a look at some numbers for Howard. He's coming off an excellent season. Last season, he averaged 18 points a game, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
Yeah, they rely on his production night in and night out. There are times when he absolutely carries them.
On defense, the Grizzlies. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Here's Rollins. Down low. And that one's good. Parker's got 6 points. Richard, so much of today's NBA defense is about covering the pick and roll. And as a player, is that something you enjoyed, taking on that challenge of covering the screen roll game?
You only enjoy that challenge because you are a competitor and you want to win. Is it something that I'm doing on my own? Is it something that I'm doing in my spare time? Probably not. I can think of more fun things to do.
Exactly. It is not, and there are so many variations, right, of the screen roll that you can defend it as many ways as you can run it.
And these players are so talented that they can stop and pop from 3. You have to guard them at the half-court line. Before, you could guard them at the 3-point line. Now you got to meet them at half-court, and there's screens all over the place. It's miserable.
In transition, here come the Jazz. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
For Utah, they have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2. That one falls, so he hits both of them. And the Grizzlies leading by 16. Meeks with it. He's got 10. And again, Memphis no good.
And even though he hasn't been himself, it hasn't affected his team too much. They've still got the lead.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. We've heard about player tracking on the court, but now shot tracking is helping players refine their strokes. It measures not just makes or misses, but the arc and the depth and the left to right direction of shots. These systems provide instant feedback to shooters and help them find the bottom of the net. Kevin, back to you.
Sign me up. That is a fascinating story. David, thank you. Pass to Lou. Out to the wing. To the inside. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Pass to Meeks. Fades and shoots. Rollins grabs the board. Rollins got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Tavares. He's guarded by Meeks. Tavares passes to Nichols. This is his first free throw of the game.
And his percentage at the line last season, right at the 75% mark.
First one falls for him.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect in line so far here in the second quarter.
Here's Team. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. This is his first trip to the line tonight.
At the line for your home team. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. McMillan's checked in for Utah. That one misses. Jazz trail by 12. Lou passes to McMillan. The baseline J off the mark. Memphis has gone 1 of 4 from three-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Dean covered by Rollins. Rebound by Parker. Jazz have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. The pass to Nichols. Here's McMillan. He's guarded by Meeks. Another miss by Utah.
Another miss from him, struggling to find his rhythm.
The trade. Memphis keeping it alive with a new 14.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Jazz trail by 14. McMillan passes to Nichols. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Knocks it loose. Passes to Rollins for the 3. The shot, no good. And it's Memphis the other way. 22 is their biggest lead. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand. To the paint. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
And he gets the bucket.
They're taking it right into the teeth of the defense. And it's a defense that's starting to look frustrated.
That's the kind of aggression you want to see when you've got a team on the ropes.
Here's Nichols. Hits the target from 18 feet. 11 points in the game.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Several teams changing it up here. And let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see the teams that blocked the most shots in the NBA last year.
And that defensive reputation has value in and of itself. I mean, by the end of the season, teams were afraid to take the ball inside.
Pass to Macy. Outside, Scott. Pass to Meeks. Nice jump shot. Good. Meeks got 12.
Let's just say this hasn't been his quarter. Yeah, he's shooting 20% in it so far.
Out to the right wing. Nichols passes to Morrison. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Morrison's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And so it's Douglas who will bring it up for Memphis. 13-point lead. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
The pass to Nichols from deep three-point range. O'Neal with the rebound. And the Grizzlies leading by 15. Passes it to Macy. Shooting over Cummings. Great D that time from Cummings. The Jazz shooting poorly, just 35% so far. Here's Nichols. Releases from the wing and drills it. He's got 13.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Meeks outside, buries it from three-point range. And the Grizzlies lead by 16.
Yeah, he's just a confident shooter from three-point range, even with the D hovering near him.
Here's Roberts. O'Neal with the defensive effort. Memphis has gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. A putback.
Controlling the defensive glass has been a problem here tonight.
Jazz trail by 18. Pass to Roberts. Nichols, defended by Douglas. Here's Nichols. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Here's Scott. And they recover it.
And the offensive rebounding, really the story here today. Even with the big lead, they're still showing more hustle on the board.
1:02 left in the first half. Here's Morrison. He's guarded by Meeks. McMillan off target from outside.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
It's stolen by Cummings. And the pass to Nichols. Shot from the wing. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. O'Neal's got rebound number 5 here tonight. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And it goes down 2 points. Douglas has got his first bucket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
That one wide left. Here's Nichols. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
Ringing the bell. That's the way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
And that concludes the first half. It's the Grizzlies up by 12. We've got more in store for you right after this.
This has been a fantastic. And circling back to this first half, fellas, a decisive advantage for the Grizzlies.
Their plus margin on the boards has fueled this lead. They've been the much more physical team.
Yeah, this is how I played. You got to lean on them until they break.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Memphis leading by 12. They've got Macy, and it's Meeks in at the 1. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Screen by Howard. Meeks dishes to Howard. That one falls. Howard's got 10 points.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Rollins. Ring shot on the way. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. The jump hook, rebounded by the Jazz. Parker's got his 4th rebound in this one. To the middle. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Dean. Misses the three. Jazz trail by 14. Knocked loose. And it's out of bounds to the Jazz as Utah retains possession. Off the inbound. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. From downtown. Does not score for only the second time in 7 shots this game.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this out. Got to pick it up.
Pass to Lou. Shoots over Macy. Good on that shot. And with that, the Memphis lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Lou. Up top, Meeks. He's covered by McMillan. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Lou passes to Nichols. They set the pick. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
Yeah, that's too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
Now, here's Meeks. He's covered by McMillan. Macy, a screen on McMillan. Inside. That's tipped. Shot clock at 5. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Shot on the wing. And he overshot that one, missing.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
To the wing right side. And again, Memphis, no good.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
And Utah making a change here. Tavares is checked in. Memphis leading by 9. Here's McLeod, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. McLeod's got his 3rd basket of the night. Just over 3.5 minutes through the 3rd quarter of play now. Lou passes to Tavares. Here's McMillan. Another miss by Utah.
Really thought he had this one. And the defense, they were giving it to him.
McLeod passes to Dean. True on the 14-footer. 9 points in the game so far. Jazz trail by 13. Passes to McMillan. Here's Rollins. To the paint. Here's Tavares. It's tipped. Here's McLeod. He's covered by McMillan. Pass to Dean. And it's in there. And the Grizzlies lead by 15. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for Memphis.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Lou. The Jazz with another miss. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believed in ourselves.
Tavares passes to McMillan. Over to the wing. 6 to shoot.
Home team foul. Second personal foul. First team foul.
Tavares passes to Rollins. Poke loose and stolen by Howard.
He did a good job of taking care of the ball in the first half, but he's been pretty sloppy since the break with it.
And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Roberts has checked in for Parker. The pass to Dean. Puts up a three. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 13.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Jazz trail by 19. McMillan passes to Roberts. Over Howard. A nice shot by Roberts.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Memphis.
Here's McLeod. 8 points for him. To the middle. And Howard with the stuff.
Rate of baskets assisted. It's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Here's Tavares. He has 6. Looking to get back on track here. And that one is off. Now Memphis takes it the other way. 22 is their biggest lead. And there's the drive. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. And the Grizzlies lead by 21.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop. Here's McLeod. Five on the clock. Launches a three. They get it again. Banked in off the glass.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Memphis leading by 23. Howard in the post, and it's good for 2. Howard's got 6 points in the quarter.
It's been their Achilles heel defensively. They just have not been able to control that backboard.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Here's McMillan. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
And that one falls for McMillan. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Memphis has gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. To the inside, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Fast break points aside, they've had a tough time offensively.
Yeah, trust is what they're missing, guys. You've got to keep moving the ball and shoot with confidence. Ultimately, things will happen well when you play together.
Here's Douglas. Cummings grabs the board. The Jazz shooting at 36%. They really seem out of sync offensively. Tavares kicks to Roberts. Cummings passes to Tavares. This one for 3. Drills it from outside. Morrison's got 6.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Cloud passes to Douglas. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Here's McMillan. O'Neal with the defensive effort.
You know, I'd have been very impressed if he had got that one to go. Tough D.
Offensive rebound. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. He's got 21.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
And you can see them just deflate after giving up that score. And they know that they can't dig themselves out of this hole if they're allowing second chance points. He knocked down a 3 in the first quarter, but he's still been unable to connect from deep past the break.
They set the pick. Douglas for 3. He doesn't hit that one. And it's Utah the other way. They can look forward to the American Airlines Center after this game. They'll match up against Dallas. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road trip. Tavares gets the bucket.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Pass to Scott. He makes his 10th basket of the night from the field. He has missed 2 shots from the floor.
This man is on fire. His team is winning, and it doesn't get better than that.
Passes it to McMillan. 59 seconds left in the third quarter. From 13, and that one is good. McMillan's got 9 points.
And that's just showing off right there, guys. I mean, he is too good with that crossover.
Rebound, Utah. Here's Tavares. 8 points for him. Douglas with the steal. Looking to get it going, and he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws. Grizzlies have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight. 6 of 9 to be exact. And Memphis making a change here. Meeks is checked in, and the Jazz making a change here.
Shooting for your home team. Taking 2 shots.
No good on the second free throw. Utah has gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here's Morrison. No good there with the step-back J. And for Memphis, they're shooting 49% on the game. They'll take that. Here's Douglas. The Grizzlies with another miss.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Morrison gets the bucket.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
And so it's Memphis, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They've been playing some ferocious defense. And we'll be back with you shortly. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And for the Jazz, they're shooting 38% from the field, a pretty weak showing for them. So on the floor for Utah, they've got Cummings, and it's Nichols at the shooting guard. Down low. Here's Dean, arm's length from the hoop, he knocks it down.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Puts one up from 19, and he hits the jump shot. And the Grizzlies with possession. Meeks passes to Dean. They get a hand on it. And he drives in. Count it. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. We know, Greg, the league trending towards small ball, but some teams are having success playing 2 bigs up front.
And I think the key is having versatile big men. If they can space the floor and play in space, also be able to cover smaller players, why not get the added rebounding and rim protection?
They get it back. Nichols passes to Lou. Shoots over Macy. Lou, that's good. Lou's got 4 points in the quarter.
Stayed with it, and his effort is rewarded with the second chance bucket.
Now, here's Meeks. Fade away. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Here's Lou. Memphis leading by 20. And here is Scott.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Here's Hood. Here's the screen. Yeah, the step back. It's good.
And when he gets in his head that he's going to get to the basket, very little you can do defensively.
Evans passes to Knox. Macy against Cummings. Fires the three. Cranes the three-pointer.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And the Grizzlies with possession here. They have a 19-point lead. Here's Scott. Pass to Macy. Stripped it away. Evans, right side. Shoots. It's rebounded by Memphis. Macy's got 6 rebounds in the game. Hood deciding where to go with it. Here's Howard, and the layup is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 21.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
This is what you expect from him, just coming alive and dominating in effortless fashion here in the fourth.
And the play-in tournament, Greg, is here to stay, but the terminology is somewhat in limbo. Is that going to be part of the playoffs?
You hear people say it's not the playoffs, it's the play-in. Maybe the term postseason should cover both the play-in and the playoff. It's something to think about.
And he knocks down the first one. Both teams deciding to change it up. He hits both from the stripe. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Here's McLeod. Now the pass to Macy. Here's McMillan. Pass to Nojewicz. He dishes it to Cummings. Nojewicz tipped back in for 2.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Passes it to Dean. Offensive rebound. Howard. And it's slammed in by Howard.
Nice job clearing some space out under the boards and setting himself up there for the putback.
And not just any old putback, Clark, but a big, big foul. Here's Rollins. Pass to McMillan. Shot clock at 6. Screened by Parker. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. First free throw is good. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
Jazz trail by 19. There's the pass to Rollins. The Jazz again can't hit it.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Pass to Dean. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
And that's why you don't let him get positioned deep in the post.
And they need better team defense. Help out your man in the post. It takes multiple guys to stop him.
No good on the shot. And Memphis the other way now. Pass to McLeod. And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game. And the next one puts them in the bonus.
Macy against Cummings. Got a piece of it.
And add that steal to the list of things they've done right here tonight. It's been a dominant performance at both ends.
Rollins with the bucket.
And that's just taking advantage of some soft defense on that drive. Little resistance for him on the way to the basket.
Here's McLeod. Memphis the rebound. Howard score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
I mean, he is just demoralizing his opponent right now on the backboard. They didn't want anything to do with him on that possession. Almost like they were just giving up on the play.
And you can't teach effort. You can encourage it, but this is why you covet guys who are so self-motivated.
Cloud passes to Dean. Right wing. He tries for three. In the basket by McLeod. And the Grizzlies lead by 21.
The wheel come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Well, Greg, we're seeing high schoolers now making six figures to play basketball. I bet you wouldn't have minded that in your time, would you?
I tell you what, it beats delivering the newspaper, right? It's still fresh and developing, but a lot of different opportunities are emerging.
Lou, he's checked in for Utah. Here's Dean. Again, Memphis. Jazz trail by 21. Nichols passes to Lou. Dishes it to Parker. Pass to Dean. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Memphis making a change here. Meeks is checked in. Good on both. For Utah, they've gone 8 of 14 from the floor here in the fourth quarter. Here's McMillan. And there's the pass to Nichols. Lock at 6. Here's Rollins. A three-pointer off the mark.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Dean, covered by Rollins. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
We've seen some kids go directly from high school, RJ, to the G League. How do you think that's working out so far?
Green and Kaminga sure look good. And look, I think for a small select group of individuals, they should go and start working on their profession. No different than a musician, a tennis player. You should go and start focusing on your profession. But for other players, they need college development. I needed college for 3 years, and then that is what helped me become a better pro.
Oh, the lob to Parker. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. There's a screen. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
The Jazz making a switch here. Tavares is checked in.
One shot.
Utah has gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on three-point attempts here in the fourth. McMillan passes to Parker. Here's Tavares. Well, Greg, analysts evaluate player performances on the floor, and sometimes we've seen the players fire back. They're not happy with the criticism.
You know, it's a risk you take, but if you treat everyone with kid gloves, you're really not doing your job. The audience expects a level of honesty, and quite frankly, players don't mind you criticizing their game. It's when those critiques become personal.
Lou passes to McMillan. And he's good on the 3-ball. McMillan's got 5 points now this quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Here's O'Neal. No good on that one. Excellent D there from Parker. Utah's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. McMillan kicks to Tavares. And the Jazz, another 3.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
Dean passes to Douglas. There's the pick. Shoots from the baseline, and that's good for 2.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Grizzlies.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Scott's checked in, and a switcher also for Utah. Cummings is checked in. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
Douglas against McMillan. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Shooting for Utah. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And so he makes both from the line. So it's the Grizzlies now. Douglas, the pass to Scott. It's Meeks outside. Cummings grabs the board.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here's Tavares, defended by Douglas. Cummings with a screen on Douglas. The Jazz with another miss. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in. And now, New Balance presents your player of the game.